it's Kim of Tater Eyes Sass Mouth. That's me. And we are starting our You, Me, Same 3 Journal Prompt Challenge. The purpose of this challenge is to create something using 3 materials that was sent to me from Tiffany of Southern Gals Design and Michelle of Mickelnay. They started this challenge and will be using the same items in their videos along with the other participants of this challenge, which I will link to everyone below in the description box. So make sure you check out all their links. So right now I'm checking out all the goodies that I received in my Yumi Same 3 package. I've got this appointment card, this little ruler strip, little paper clip, this milk tag, and then I've got a pocket envelope that's made from ledger paper, which is really cool. I really love this. And then I also have a couple other goodies as well that they sent along in the package. I love this belly band of this mixed media paper. It's beautiful with the little washi tape. That's gorgeous. I love it so much. And then another appointment card, very cool. And then also Braille paper that it looks like it's either been tea stained or coffee stained, but oh, I love how that feels. Nice. So I've got lots of goodies for this challenge. I know it's the 3 items that I have to use, but I'm definitely going to use the rest of them in today's journal prompt. Anyway, so I've got my new junk journal, art journal, and let me see if I can find a page that I want to work on today. Let me just flip through. This journal is brand new. I made it over the weekend, so I don't have anything in it yet. I'm kind of dedicating it just for this challenge. So I definitely want to do, I think, a full spread for this. I think this page will work, but I don't know. Let me look on my other pages. I might get a whole different vibe. I think I'm going to do it right here. Yeah, I think I'm vibing on this page. So let me get my items. I definitely want to use that. And let me see. I definitely want to use this envelope, and I need to figure out the placement, how I want to position this. Okay, so I think I might try this sideways. I don't know, maybe I should put it on another page. No, I really like this spread. I think I'm going to do this here. I'm just trying to decide what should I do. Okay. I think I figured out what I want to do with this envelope. I really love the writing on the inside, and I don't think I'm going to use this as an envelope at all. I hate to do this, but I'm going to rip this apart. I'm sure somebody went through lots of trouble to make this, and I'm so sorry, but I really love this writing on this inside, this ledger. It's just beautiful. I love the handwriting on this. So I'm going to rip this apart and use this ledger paper as part of the background or part of the imagery on this. And so I'm just trying to figure out, let this paper speak to me and tell me what it wants to do. I also need to incorporate, obviously, this appointment card. I'm just wanting to figure out also on this little ruler tape. I might position it along the bottom. Yeah, I think I'm going to take this appointment card and apply gesso over it to kind of knock back this plain just how it is. I just think I want to paint it. I'm not quite sure yet what I want to do, so I'm just taking this gesso and knocking everything back. I'm going to put over the stencil overlay just to give it a little texture. Obviously, the stencil's not going to show through, but I'll have that texture from the stencil that I can see. And it gives that visual interest. Alright, so I'm just going to roll this over to make sure I've got all my gesso incorporated into my page. And now I'm going to add some of this dark gray paint. This is actually leftover paint from a house paint samples that you get. I found those on clearance and I always pick those up when I can. I'm all about working from junk and also anywhere I can find free or cheapy items. I'm all about the budget. Anyway, so I'm applying this onto my background and then also on this appointment card, just a little, that little bit of leftover paint. And then I'm also going to press this ledger paper down just to pick up any excess paint that's still on the page. It also provides that little something extra, little splotches on that ledger paper. I'm going to also now apply some blue, some dark blue, incorporate that in using my brayer. My journal pages are made from receipts and junk mail on top of, it was just regular journal paper. This journal that I'm working out of that I made, I actually ripped the pages from a Moleskine journal that I had, and then I overlaid just receipts and junk mail over the top, and I usually do a gesso overlay. It gives the pages a little something extra, and as far as texture, and then just makes them a little bit stronger to take the mixed media abuse that I put on the page. I'm adding a little bit of this dark rusty brown to kind of grunge up this page, and again, I love using the brayer. I also love using my fingers just because I feel like it gives more of an organic paint play across the page. I can kind of hit nooks and crannies and kind of splotch up the paint in areas that sometimes I just don't get the same effect with a paintbrush. I like to do the same with the brayer because sometimes the brayer will hit the highs on the page where the texture is and not so much get into some of those other crevices. So it really gives an interesting texture. So I'm a bit slow on my journal making, so I've sped this up a little bit. So here we are in fast forward, and I've applied a ink wash to kind of grunge up the page, and then I'm taking that ledger paper and I'm crumpling it up. I'm also incorporating those sewn pieces and gluing those down. Now you'll see that I'm using a little bit of masking tape because that's life. And next, I pulled this magazine image from Nat Geo. I just loved it, and I really felt like it was perfect for this layout. I went to glue down this ruler strip, and I realized there's a quote on the back, which I just loved, and at the same time I had ripped it in half when I went to glue down the strip. So I'm going to incorporate that quote in, but first I'm going to apply a little bit more white gesso just to make things pop. I'm also going to include this strip off of that appointment card and just kind of put some more masking tape down on it, and also use some of this mixed media paper from that belly band and that washi tape strip. So now I'm just kind of placing everything, gluing it down, just seeing where things vibe. If it's vibing and it's speaking to me, then it's getting put down. I'm also taking some of this magazine strip where I tore out those ladies and gluing that down. Also some text from the magazine as well. Gluing that down because it's just vibing with me. It's speaking to me. And now I've got to figure out how to do this quote since I kind of messed it up. But I loved elements from it. So I'm just gonna kind of rip this apart and piece together and another quote. Piece together the quote kind of just a little bit differently, however it's gonna vibe. I'm adding a little bit of China marker, smudging that around, and then just placing a little bit more of my art giblets around, and then throwing on some more ink washes in a rust color, and then some more of that India ink black, just splattering it all over the place. And just kind of placing things, adding a little extra touches here and there, some extra grunge. I had to make sure I put a little paper clip on a little clothespin on my milk tag just to get it to stick. So now I'm going in with a little bit of aqua blue paint and a little bit of pink just to pull in some of those other colors from that mixed media paper. Just tying it all in. Got out my marker to do a little bit of extra touches, some mark making, things like that. Next, you're going to see me adding some more giblets, just because there's never enough giblets in my opinion. I mean, I like it chunky. So at this point, I just walked away and I come back and I realized I didn't like this spread, this page with the ledger on it, so I'm just gonna rip it off. I can't believe I did that, but I did. I just ripped it off. To me, it was just too much ledger paper. It was just too much, and I felt like I needed to blend it in. I actually ended up ripping off a lot more giblets as well. I just wanted to take it back. I just kept looking at it after I returned back to it, and I just wanted to take it back. So you're going to see me messing with a lot of paper placement, just trying to figure out how I want to do this side, because it just, after I walked away and I came back to it, it just wasn't speaking to me anymore, and I felt like it needed to change. This was actually a struggle. Not gonna lie, this spread was a struggle, just because, I don't know if it's just because I'm filming it and I normally just art journal without ever being filmed, or if it's just the pressure, the personal pressure of, using these items and just wanting to do my best and just make it look good. But either way, whatever it was, I just needed to work on through it, and so that's what I'm doing right here. It wasn't vibing when I came back, and I'm working through that. So I'm deciding, I really love that piece of paper right there, and I'm just going to let it sit there and see if it speaks and if that's where it wants to go. I think I'm going to put down some more paint in that area and just kind of move these little giblets around and decide where they want to go. Now, for this section of video, I did lose a portion of where I finished up this page right here that I ripped apart. So you'll see it abruptly end, but I did include the finished version here at the end of this video. So that's where I'm going to stop. I'm just going to let y'all finish watching me vibe on out to some music. Again, thanks for watching, y'all. And please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. This is my first video here on this channel, and I would love it if you guys just showed me some love so I can keep on making more videos. Also, come visit me over on Instagram at taterized.sassmouth. I'd love to see y'all there. I have to say a huge shout out, thank you to Tiffany of Southern Gals Design and Michelle of Mickelnay for hosting this challenge and opening it up and letting us all participate. It was so much fun. Enjoyed it. Thanks y'all so much.